Does anyone ever perform a service on a timer at any point on YouTube?
Ding, ding, a ring a ding, 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 wedding bells soon will ring a ding my way.
Well, hello again, guys. It's Gregola Productions here, and welcome to the GPWS. Welcome back. There's no developments, I can tell you right now. There are no developments on the Sony clock radios, so I think I know what I need to do with it, but I can't go out and get the tools right now. So what can Greg do while he's stuck at home? Well, I can't get ammonia. I can't get a flexible screwdriver. Well, I have a massive bottle of kerosene, and I have this timer here that needs a service. And why don't we do that? And besides, it's good practice to work on a timer, considering they're pretty similar to a mechanical clock. Here's an old, well, not old, it's from 2017. It's a Walmart timer. And we're going to be using this one in probably all of our videos. It didn't start. To make sure the video doesn't get too long. So let's go down to maybe 20 minutes. And for some reason this one hasn't started. Maybe this one needs a service too. Oh, come on. Okay, this other timer has just freaked out on me, so maybe this one needs a service here too. Ah, yes, modern timers and how finicky they are half the time. Okay, well, we're not going to worry about that red timer. We're going to worry about this silver one here. Now, this is a Taylor timer here, as you can see on the front there, Taylor. This one is from about 2011. And it was my grandma's kitchen timer. Now, the thing about this timer is the fact that, well, since it's a mechanical device and it was in a kitchen, the grease and all the food stuff didn't really go very well for this timer. I mean, this thing's greasy. So we're going to disassemble it, clean the movement, and oil it and do what you do with a mechanical clock, basically. And I hope everyone learns something along the way here. And you know, maybe soon we should disassemble that other timer too. That really annoys me. Okay, without further ado, let's get on with this. So how do you disassemble this? Okay, well, there's a screw back there. That's not how we're going to do this. Generally what you do, and I don't know if this is, well, I guess it is like this on the other timer. You pull the front, well, in this case, it's a knob. I don't know if it'll come off on this one here too quick. I know we're doing two timers at once. We're not gonna... There we go. Okay, we'll screw around with that later. Okay, I gotta get back on topic here, viewers. So inside the Taylor timer, we can see 3 screws, which we'll just undo here in a second. Let me pick my correct screw driver. There we go, away she goes. And we'll start a tab, as I like to call it. We'll put the screws in this lid so we don't lose them. We'll take that off. What can be inside a timer, you ask? How does this machine work? How does it work? How big is the movement on it? I know well, as I said in the intro here, I don't know if anyone really does kitchen timer services. But in this case we have. And we pull it off and that's it. Pull that metal stainless steel case off. So we're gonna get this case, and there's a bit of rust in here too. Wonder how that got in, maybe from the grease. This thing was sitting right next to the oven, so that's probably why. We're gonna get this and this washed, okay? So here's our movement. And, whoops, and we've even got, well, I guess we have a movement stand here technically. Okay, I guess what we'll do now, should we disassemble it on this stand? Maybe that almost no, we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna take this off. And, whoops. What does this say? Always turn knob past 30 minutes back to desired time. So what I did earlier, except that didn't work with the other timer because it's a piece of crap. Okay, so this we're gonna get washed too, I think. And, hopefully that sticker doesn't come off. So we're gonna wash all the case components. Here's the actual timer movement itself. Does this come out? Yes, it does. If I can get this started. There we go. As you can see, it's kind of cavernous, this device. Not much going on. Now, I don't know if, before we start, here's the bell. I might even wash this too. I think that's even kind of screwed up a bit with all the grease. Before we start, I didn't really mention that this wasn't running well, it isn't running right now because of the grease and whatnot. Now, last night, I guess that is kind of a lie. I did have this running last night, but the beat on this timer, let me just wind it up. Actually, no. The beat is really uneven on this thing. So obviously something's holding it up, and I think it has something to do with either the lack of lubrication or the grease or something like that. Okay, so now comes the antagonizing part about this little thing. Let me just get my correct Amazon tweezers here. Shin top tweezers. Let me just get my, so you can, well, you'll see what I'm doing here in a second. Okay. We'll get the preferably thicker tweezers here, and we will pull the pin out for the hairspring. I haven't had many good results with hairsprings, so that's why we're trying on this, not a Westclox alarm clock. So there's the hairspring there, and the pin, what the heck's it called? Oh, I know that has a name. I'm completely forgetting it right now. Little pin there. Oh, then I guess it just comes out like that. Make sure you don't rip the spring out with it. You got to be careful. You don't want to like rip the whole hairspring off here too. Okay, so with the pin out, I see there's some weird little glue going on here. And oh yeah, I have been in here before, viewers, just once, just to see that clip, that little, I think that's a C clip, is coming off here a bit. But as I said, I've been in here. I haven't disassembled this. Okay, let's, I don't want to fool around with that screw because it looks like it's all glued in place sort of thing. So we're going to move my camera around over here so I know just what the heck I can see just what I'm doing here. We'll pull my bit. Now, I know you can do this with pliers here too, but we won't. We'll pull my little screw bits, or whatever you want to call these things. I think they're bits or what, I don't know. I don't have the exact names down for these. Okay, let's get this going here, viewers, shall we? And yes, the spring is down all the way. I did let it ring, and the spring wound down all the way. Unless, of course, you want me to get a letdown key, which is something we don't have. What a shocker. Okay, is this gonna come out? There we go, there's the first little... We know all the names here, don't we, viewers? And just so I know what the movement looks like, I'll generally take pictures as I'm doing this. Okay, let's keep going here. Get this one off. I guess these are a type of nut. I don't know. They might be a type of nut, I don't know. And hopefully this thing doesn't fly apart when we try and disassemble the, well, when we pull the plates apart. So with our plates pulled apart, we slowly, very slowly pull this up. Oh dear. Oh, something just fell, the hammer just fell out. Okay, that must be in there, so okay, I'll leave this there right side up. That's a good look, viewers. Okay, how in the heck, why are we not coming apart here? Oh, something else just fell out, nice. This little gear just came out. I don't know which way this was facing, I guess it might be up. Here's our movement. Here's our movement. Here's our balance wheel that just came out. I'm gonna stop tilting this. Here, let me zoom out here, viewers, for a second. Okay, so the balance just fell out. And it's got a brass cullet on there, interesting. It's an aluminum balance wheel. Got a brass cullet. What the heck's holding the spring? Oh, is it the spring that's holding this together now? Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, okay, yeah, it's definitely the spring holding it together, viewers. Whoops. Whoop. Okay. Hopefully we didn't just screw this up. I don't know how this is going to go back together here, viewers. We don't even have a good real image of how this thing was laid out originally. Because the thing just blew apart, and this is why you don't... Well, I guess this is why you do let the spring down, but this is a timer, so how does one accomplish that? Okay, let's pull this spring off here. Is this gonna come off easy, or am I gonna have to do some sort of maneuvering? I see. Okay, there's that clip there. We're gonna get that off. There's that E-clip, or whatever you want to call it. C-clip, I think now. I think it'd be a C-clip. This is generally what you don't want to happen when you're working on a clock or a timer or whatever. The thing, all of it'll just explode. Like, everything's everywhere now, as you can see. So while putting it back together, that's going to be a pain to figure out. Okay, I think these all go, well, these obviously all go on the bottom, these pieces here, are on the bottom plate. This spring goes on here somewhere, and hooks on there. I'm going to take that clip off. There we go, off it comes. And we'll just put that in here. Now, we should be able to get, oh, there's another gear that just popped out. Okay, that goes with that. And this spring here, it should be hooked on something. I've got to remind myself here, viewers, I actually need a mainspring letdown key set. I have managed to get springs down in alarm clocks, but that's by pushing the click up. And I don't know how great of a method that truly is. Maybe slightly dangerous. Oh, nice! Things are exploding on us more. Okay, this comes with, whoops, this gear here comes with. The movement seems awfully dry here just by fiddling around with it. Oh my goodness, guys. Okay, this has something to do with this, and this goes on here somehow or whatever. I don't know. You think I was paying attention? I'll turn that camera light off because I think it's giving it's freaking everybody out here. Okay, this is the other spring with that weird little letdown mechanism that was on the Big Ben Style 4 chime alarm. Where did this go? I have no idea where that went. Holy crap, viewers. You know, maybe I should have done one of those half subpar clock repair videos where they dump the entire movement in some sort of cleaning liquid or WD-40 or whatever people use to clean these things. Because that seems to be the way a lot of people like to do clock cleaning for some reason. Well, I guess because it's easy, you don't have to do all this stuff. Clearly, viewers, you need to do my method where the spring explodes and everything goes everywhere. We didn't lose any pieces, by the way. Nothing flew off the counter here, so I think we're going to be okay. Now, if I look at the balance wheel, now if I break the balance, if I bend the hairspring out of complete proportion here, kind of hard to tell what needs cleaning and what doesn't. I suppose this would be like a pocket bend balance wheel. I don't know how dirty it necessarily is. The spring's in great shape because Greg didn't ruin it, so that's nice. Let's check some of these other pieces out. Here's the time side. I don't know. There's these weird spring. I guess there is a time and alarm side on a timer, because you need one spring to run the timer, and then you need the other to do the alarm for however long. And this is just the center. I see there's a clip on there. I don't think we'll take that off, though. Okay. The thing is, if I take this balance, or the hairspring off the balance wheel, I don't know if I'll be able to make the fine adjustments I need to make, because this is glued in place. So I think the balance wheel and the hairspring are going to go inside the kerosene, which is what we're going to be using to clean this. We're not using my formula, which I haven't made yet because I can't. This gear was on the bottom here someplace. I don't know, did you see where it was? The one set of gears we actually know where they went is these two here. And I'll just take a picture of that. You can take pictures with this phone while you're filming, it's great. Whoa, that's great. We know where 2 gears in the entire thing went. Nice. This is going to be an absolute nightmare to get back together. I can already tell. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, we'll just, okay, that's the time train of this, sort of. And the alarm hammer here, and this thing, with the back plate and the front plate. We'll just try and isolate everything so we know where everything goes. Okay, after like 2 seconds of organization, there's our alarm stuff. There's the plates, front and back. I'm still debating if I can get this clip off. And there's our time stuff, a time train, I guess. And now we'll clean her up, I guess. Even though it doesn't seem that dirty, but we'll still clean. The thing that seems dirty are these plates. That's what seems dirty. Actually, you know what, guys? This is getting long enough as it is. It's about 15 minutes, and I don't want like an hour-and-a-half long video, which is what keeps happening with my videos, so I'm going to do them a little shorter now. So we'll stop there, and we'll continue this in the next episode of this timer, the Taylor timer series here, which may or may not go back together. I don't know. It's probably going to be a total nightmare to get this one back together, the way this is looking. But anyway, we'll do our best, and we'll see how it goes. So anyway, viewers, without... hold on. What the heck? Okay, Greg's having a... freaking out there for a sec. I was just trying to figure out, viewers, what goes in the center of this. Whoops. Slam the screwdrivers down. What goes in the center of this gear here? But I guess I'll look at the pictures and the picture, all 2 of them, and we'll work out how to get this back together when it comes to that. Anyway, viewers, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you didn't laugh at me too hard when the spring literally exploded and the whole thing just came apart. And yeah, we'll leave it at that. So I'll see you in the next episode of the GPWS.